What's up, Patriots? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to react to a very emotional moment that happened on the House floor. A congresswoman stood up and spoke about the tragic loss of Charlie Kirk, someone many of us know and respect deeply for his boldness, his faith, and his unapologetic love for America. Now, I know some people will roll their eyes because anytime we talk about patriotism, Christianity, or conservative values, the mainstream media likes to paint it as controversial. But the truth is, Charlie's life and work meant a lot to countless young Americans who are out there every single day standing up for freedom on their college campuses, in their communities, and even within their own families.
Seek recognition.
I ask unanimous consent to address the House for 1 minute and to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection, the gentlewoman is recognized for 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today truly heartbroken over the tragic loss of my friend and fellow Illinois native, Charlie Kirk. Charlie was a devoted husband and father, a bold Christian who never backed down from speaking truth peacefully. Charlie inspired millions with his courage and convictions. Because of Charlie, countless young people love America, boldly stand for their faith, and proudly defend our freedoms on college campuses and beyond. His death was not an isolated tragedy. It is part of a disturbing trend in political violence in our country, encouraged by the radical left and amplified by a corrupt media that has gone from being fake to totally evil. As we grieve, let us honor Charlie's legacy by continuing the work he so faithfully championed, and let us lift up his wife and children in our prayers. Thank you, and I yield back.
The congresswoman was right. Charlie wasn't just a voice, he was a fighter. He wasn't afraid to speak the truth, even when it made people uncomfortable. And let's be honest, that's exactly why the radical left hated him so much. Because he exposed the lies, the hypocrisy, and the double standards that are being shoved down our throats by woke universities, corrupt media outlets, and career politicians who put their own power above the good of the whole country. Hearing her words reminded me of just how dangerous this environment has become. When she said his death wasn't an isolated tragedy, she hit the nail on the head. Political violence is rising, and it's not random. It's being encouraged, it's being excused, and in some cases, it's even being celebrated by those who claim to stand for tolerance and justice. Here's the truth, folks. The left loves to talk about unity, but what they really mean is conformity. They want everyone to bow down to their agenda, whether it's radical gender ideology, climate alarmism, or their constant obsession with silencing free speech. And when someone like Charlie Kirk comes along, someone who boldly says, "No, I will not bend the knee. I will stand for my faith, for my country, for my freedoms," he becomes public enemy number one. That's the America we're living in right now. You're free to speak your mind as long as your opinions line up with the left's narrative. Step outside that box, and suddenly you're attacked, censored, and labeled an extremist. But here's the thing, and I think Charlie would agree with this: we can't give in. We can't shrink back. We can't let fear stop us from speaking the truth. If anything, this tragic moment should light a fire under all of us. Because if we don't defend freedom, faith, and family, who will? Charlie inspired countless young patriots to stand up proudly for America, and now it's our turn to carry that torch. Whether that means challenging the lies on your campus, refusing to let your kids be indoctrinated in schools, or simply having the courage to speak up when it's easier to stay silent, that's what honoring his legacy looks like. And yes, we should absolutely keep his wife and children in our prayers. Because while we're here talking about the bigger picture, there's a family mourning the loss of a husband and father. That pain is real, and as a community, we need to rally around them with love and support. So patriots, I'll end it with this. We are in a battle for the soul of this nation. And while the radical left and the corrupt media want to discourage us, silence us, and even intimidate us, we have a choice. We can either back down, or we can rise up stronger than ever. Charlie Kirk lived his life fighting for freedom, faith, and the truth. And now it's up to us to pick up where he left off. This isn't the time for fear. This is the time for courage.
Recognition.
God bless Charlie. God bless his family. and God bless America.